Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. One more time for the wheel for this week, just to make sure that we get some good progress done on these various viewer-submitted ideas. So let's just spin it and see. What's the joke going to be this time? Russian roulette. Ooh, this is a favorite idea of mine. This is one I did a long time ago. In the series, I think it was like episode 4 or something. Whoops. But yeah, the basic idea is simple. We do a normal enough run, although of course, what do I take? I guess I'll take like the singing, sure. Although the key part of this run is we're going to be using Reindeer Ishmael, and I have to use the skill 3 no matter what when it shows up, and in every shop I see I'm going to try and make it so I get more skill 3s. So I guess I'll make like a team to go along. These guys, I've got no idea like what exactly my plan is for that, but it'll only take a minute probably. Alright, so the basic idea for this team was just to use anyone with any sort of rest meter at full. I didn't really think about it more beyond that. I guess the one thing is we've got a couple like safety options, namely like we've got some tanky people here to hopefully not die to the Russian roulette. But I didn't really think about it too hard, so there's a decent chance some of these guys are probably just weak to blunt anyways, or weak to wrath anyways, and they're just gonna blow up. But that's fine. That should be fine. Of course, you're going in first. Don't actually know if you going in first is the best idea, but it's good enough. And then we'll throw in... You, and you. Okay, yeah. That looks good enough to start out with. It's a very random team, that's for sure. But that's fine. That is okay. And so, first part of this thing is, if Ishmael does not have Mind Whip, she will just dodge, because then she does not gain enough charge to be able to actually use Mind Whip. She'll gain 1 charge from this, but she'll also lose 1 charge, so it negates itself. Because we never want to be able to use an actual proper Mind Whip, you know? This is Russian roulette. Your one purpose is to kill your allies, Ishmael. We're having to actively fight against you. I guess you gain 3 charge here because you evaded multiple times. I guess that is the one thing, because it is on evade. Not like on use or something. That's fine. Yeah, but here we go. Here's the first one. Here's the first Mind Whip of many. We'll see who it goes for. It's already going for, you, yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, the reason why I went with some of the more expendable people to start out with here. Here's the thing, if people die early on, then we will have a easier chance to roll Mind Whip in the shops, right? That makes sense. And you're just gonna double dodge this turn. Fine by me. You're not gonna be able to actually gain any charge because no one's actively attacking you. We're flashing everything this turn. But yeah, Russian roulette really is the most apt way to describe this run. And just you two left. Do you have any? You do have a Russian roulette to do. Okay. Well then, we will do this then in the low chance that you actually attack one of the enemies. You did. Okay, nice. Excellent. You to get a kill there. You still don't have any sanity. That's fine. We kind of, I guess, want you to have negative sanity. Actually, we can do that. If we can just get like the gloom resonances going, then like we might be able to do well. Okay, event time, we get perversion. Sure thing. When we get kills with the wrath, we gain a bunch of stuff. We might get a couple kills with the wrath this run. I don't know why. It's just giving me that that sense. Who should go first? Yeah, you've got this. You just need a single heads, even a neutral sanity. This is fine. But yeah, we wanted to keep on triggering Ishmael's passive. We want her to get low-ish sanity, probably, so that she rolls a bunch of tails so that she doesn't deal too much damage to us, I guess. Oh god, Pendant. Who do we have with the Gloom? I know Ishmael has Gloom. And, like, I think we just keep on refreshing here. Thrill, really. That's a little silly. Oh yeah, we'll take some poise. Why not? I want to refresh until we can get Ishmael, because I want her to have more Mind Whips, ideally. But that's kind of down to luck, so... Oh, and there's Piece of Relationship. That's good, but, like, not, like, good for the bit. No luck. Alright, that's unfortunate. Some of these future shops we will, hopefully. It's definitely, like, safer to not have as many Mind Whips, but it's not as funny. And, you know, only 1 out of 6 being, like, death does fit the whole Russian roulette idea fairly well. Anyone here have any gloom? I guess good enough to know you have, you know, some gloom skills. Someone else here might have some gloom skills, hopefully. I guess we'll see. I guess... You don't have any poise, right? I was gonna say that the pendant's gonna prioritize you over anyone else because you have poise, but then I remembered you don't. You're the Sank unit without poise since you were the first one added. When Sank Dawn was added to the game, the Sank units were purely speed and clash focused. No lame poise stuff going on back then, of course. This does mean you've got decent chances to crit here with your Mind Whip, which, definitely a scary idea. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, yep, there's a stagger. You're attacking you again. I feel like it's always, like... I feel like Mind Whip is always biased in some way or another. Like, I don't know if it actually is. Yeah, Rio's just dead. Fair enough. But I feel like it chooses one person and then just is like, yeah, I want that person dead consistently. Okay, Ishmael stagger, that's good for us. I desperately need some, like, sanity or something. What do we have that could be good here? Damage you at least a little bit. We need to kill those guys in the back. Ebony Stem's gonna do, like, nothing because they're gonna resist it. We gotta try something, though. So we want to use our big mass attack, see if we can do some damage to some of those goons in the back going for lame attacks on, like, Ishmael and stuff. Hopefully this will do enough, because if Ishmael dies, like, the entire point of the run is just kind of null and void, which would be unfortunate. We staggered some of them, that's good. We also do have Perversion going through. It might stagger the Ding Dang boss. The gang leader, as they call him. Ding Dang gang leader. It looks like it did. Yeah, okay, nice. So you're fine, and you get another Mind Whip off. What a joy. Let's get the Wrath Resonance for the joke. More damage on this Mind Whip. Because, you know, that's what Mind Whip really needed. More damage. Okay, you actually did hit an enemy this time, though, so that's pretty good. Negative 10 sanity. Still got 2 heads. So a lot of singing was on that guy, thanks to the combination of the compass and the, what's it called? The Midwinter Nightmare. So get some sinking stuff going with a team like this. It is potentially possible. Oh yeah, if you can get Brainwave Focus off here, more negative sanity for you. If you're not landing a hit this turn because you're just dodging. Oh yeah, we killed the boss, so they're all, like, super sad now. Excellent. And I mean, I think they all die anyways. Oh, yeah, you got the pierce damage up thanks to your Ebony Stem. A nice little effect. You're also inflicting Rupture Count with your attacks. I think with Heads attacks, I believe, inflict Rupture Count next turn with the Ebony Stem passive. I think that's what's going on. You lose some sanity. We can do a little bit of clashing. You're gonna go for a double dodge. We can actually trigger you. We can actually cause you to lose even more sanity this turn because we can get your passive off again. Another Brainwave Focus. And then like that. Yeah, okay. That's good. Okay, that guy's dead. And this guy's dead. Nice. There we go. You're like, what, negative 20 sanity now? It should be. That could work. Do we have something that's healing people's sanity? We might. Because I feel like she should have been lower than negative 5 there. I don't know, though. AoE stuff does more damage. Sure. We'll take it. Works for me. And then this floor, and not a lot of choices. We'll do something like that. We'll see if we'll go here, see if I want the rest stop or not. Depends on how much cost I have. I kind of would like to upgrade some of these, though. think. Could be good. We do need to replace you already. We can throw on you. Yeah. Notice, we have everyone on our team except for, like, the big tanks. I guess you're technically a tank, but, like, we don't have the Zwei people. I mean, you guys aren't. You're not a very good tank. You're a very bad tank, and you're probably a decent tank. Nothing too special. You're more so supportive of tanks. At least that's how I interpret it. Don't know how correct that interpretation is. 5000 is one of those IDs that I just really do not remember much about most of the time. Good sinking though, thanks to the combination of the tier 3 EUFs we have. Could try going for the fusion gift for sinking if we want to have something that does absolutely nothing for us this run. Shh. Why are you sniffing so heavily, buddy? Come here. Gregor. Gregor, come here. He's sniffing around. Being a little silly. As per usual, as per usual. Come here. Gregor, come here. And he hears noises and then he wants to investigate them, of course. Oh, whoops, I forgot. Okay, you don't have enough charge to actually go for a proper Mind Whip, though, so that's fine. That is a little bit of charge, though, so we need to be careful now. I forgot she had 2 spill slots for a minute there, and I was like, oh yes, nothing. Okay, another brainwave focus, reduce your sanity a little bit more. You're in a very sniffy mood, buddy. You're just walking around sniffing things with a very loud sniff at that. For some reason. That's how he feels, I suppose. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I was looking away, so I didn't realize we didn't kill, so I was like, wait a second. But it's fine, there's no more Mind Whips. Next turn we would have, so it's a good thing that we do just kill these guys, without a doubt, this turn. Here. You're okay, buddy. You're a good boy. Good dog. He was very nice. He was being very, like the stream last night, the ruinous stream. He was asleep for basically the entire time, so he was nice and behaved. Being a little whimpery now, though. Yeah, I think my dog's gonna keep on. He's gonna keep being a little silly. That's fine. Yeah, you just dodge, of course, as per usual. I know that we do have Yusong. We do have 3 people with Gloom skills, so we could get the funny passive to trigger for Ishmael a little easier. For, you know, further sanity reducing shenanigans, as we enjoy. Yep, it's a Mind Whip turn. You know what that means. Everyone take cover and hope for the... Oh, I've accidentally used... I keep on accidentally using skills alongside Ishmael. I don't think it's enough to get a Mind Whip ready, though. How much charge does she have? None? Okay. Yeah, 7 charge from that. Okay. So, luckily, she needs 8 charge for Mind Whip, so that it's still fine. And it still did randomly choose an actual enemy. That's convenient. God. Our other team members are doing a lot of damage. That's good. These evades will... Actually, you're not going to be actually evading anything. I was going to say these evades will make it so that you gain enough charge to use Mind Whip, but then I realized you need to actually successfully evade something for that to happen. Which... Ishmael's not doing, quite simply. Nice. Hokonglu's just super good, yeah. Very, very good reminder for anyone who just straight up entirely missed last Walpurgis Night. Do not underlook Hokonglu. He'll only be 150 Honglu shards, so definitely shard him. Especially since you're not going to be able to pull him at all, so you might as well shard him. I think there was one time where I had to shard a 2-star for something, right? I think there's been 2 times ever I've sharded a 2-star. One time it was Vi Sinclair, and that's because that was like the last 2-star I needed around the time the game launched, and I was like, yeah, I might as well shard this one. I've got enough Sinclair shards, and it had been like a month or 2, and I still hadn't gotten Vi Sinclair, just somehow. Didn't have the luck for it, so I just sharded it. And the other time, I think, who was it? It might have been, I think it was 7 Heathcliff. I think 7 Heathcliff, I just did a 10 pull. I got Faust immediately, and I think I just wanted to save Lunacy or didn't have enough Lunacy to spend or something like that. I don't remember specific. I think it was something like that, so I just sharded him instead. You know, Hooklu, absolutely worth sharding for anyone who did not get it. Okay, you're dodging once again. Looks like you might not be getting Mind Whip next turn. It'll depend entirely on how the how fate goes, I suppose you could say. Whether or not you've got roughly a 33% chance to have Mind Whip next turn, because your first skill slot has no chance to have it because you're not about to draw it. But your second skill slot does have a chance because of the fact that it's going to be summoned down nowhere, so it'll spawn 2 skills out of 6, and there's a 1 out of 6 chance that any of those could be Mind Whip, so 2 out of 6 chance, roughly. Yeah, there's okay. Mind Whip turn. Is anyone going to be killing here that we need to be careful of? Probably not, no. Okay, we'll roll with this then. Okay, you did Mind Whip the 6 HP guy, that's good. Got some Sandy from that, that's fine. I don't think your Sandy being low really matters that much. Oh, you did get some paralysis, though, so if you do draw a Mind Whip next turn, which I forgot to check to see if you are going to, you might. No Mind Whip, okay. Yeah, no Mind Whip next turn either, so we should be no longer have to worry about Mind Whips this run. This fight, I should say, not run. Also, we've got no Gluttony whatever on this team. That'll change when we throw in some of the Zai identities. They've got a fair bit of Gluttony, but for now, no Gluttony. No Gluttony? And I guess tomorrow we will be getting the, we're going to be getting the breakdown for the new IDs, assumably, unless they do a little bit of tomfoolery, which they might, knowing Project Moon. But they probably won't. We'll probably see, like, what they do. Which will be interesting. I wonder if it's going to be, like, I wonder if Magic Bullet is going to have, like, 2 Pride skills or something. I think the Pride Sin just fits, like, Fry shoots far too well for him to have too much else, so I wouldn't be surprised if he had like a skill 1 and a skill 3 that were Pride or something like that, you know? Because we have gotten a single identity with 2 of the same sins so far, that being a Queeglyph. I wouldn't be surprised if Magic Bullet Otis was another identity like that. Not Fusion. Enhanced Time? Broken Compass. More Sinking. Tempting. Pendant. More poise for our Gloom people. It's funny. This is also funny, though. Enhance this one. Enhance this one. And then we can enhance one of these even more. Pride Resonance is just really worth it. Oh, and we got lucky 20% chance to not spend anything, so we can upgrade this one anyways. And we can upgrade the Compass as well. Yeah, okay. A lot of random improvements there. Oh, and we got lucky, so we didn't even spend any cost. We got another 20% chance to not spend any cost on an enhancement. That's nice. I guess one of the things I still need to get in the Starlight Tree is the one that reduces the cost to enhance EOFs of a certain status effect. But that's probably going to be the last one I do, I think. Is it like a beneficial effect? Sure, but like at the same time, like it's 400 per status effect. That is going to take a while to get through all of those. So I think my plan is that's going to be the one I save for the very end. I'll get, like, I think right now I'm going to be focusing on... I don't know, should I focus on the ones that actually benefit me in combat? Probably. I think that's going to be my next play. Going to focus on those for a little bit. potentially get all of them, then move on to the ones that reduce the cost to buy ego gifts, and then finally finish things off by going for the ones that reduces the cost to upgrade ego gifts. And then I think I'll have the Starlight Tree fully done. I guess I'll try and remember and, like, look at it after this run. We'll see if I actually do remember, though, knowing me, who knows. Salu, that's good. You get another evasion off. You're gonna roll tails, unfortunately. That's the one bad thing about, you know, going so negative with our, coins. That's fine. We get the Pride Resonance going, so we did get more poise from Nebulizer. Good stuff. Left arm's close to being staggered. Otis might be able to stagger left arm. Right arm, I think, is also very likely to be staggered because, like, Salu. Yeah. Yeah, Deflect was even able to do the staggering. That's good. Right arm has 70 HP left. Decisive Dive doesn't even do enough. That's unfortunate. I mean, you also didn't get a crit there, very unluckily. I think you gain... Oh no, on crit, raise for stagger threshold based on damage dealt. What an awful crit effect. You really don't gain damage up on crits, huh? Really would have expected that, but like, raises for stagger threshold by 20% of damage dealt. Really does not help too much. This is not a tank. I mean, that's what it means, right? No, it's target. Okay, never mind. Raise means it's in making the target closer to being staggered on crit. Okay, that's interesting. By 20% of damage dealt is a 20% is a pretty small number, though. Don't know how I feel about that part of it, of course. You go there. You can clash. We'll have you clash this guy, sure thing. You do that. You can do that. That part should be broken at that point, and then we can acupuncture. Might. It's probably not going to kill the arm. That's fine. We don't need to kill the arm this turn. We'll just do some damage to it. First worry is hoping that we don't die to Mind Whip. Your left arm should break here, at least. Ooh. Okay, that is an unfortunate tails. Oh, we still win the clash, so nice. Minor bits of damage. Oop, Hooklu's taking the damage. He is weak to blunt, and you also did just get 4 crits in a row. Is he not weak to blunt, huh? Was it not saying he was weak to blunt there? How did he take so little damage? Is he... He's fatal to blunt. He's fatal to wrath, and that did, like... And she got... I mean, she got a bunch of tails, didn't she? That's... yeah. I guess that makes enough sense. But, like, that was still 4 crits with, you know, something you're double weak to. I guess Hooklu's just too goated. You can't do anything this turn. Fair enough. We do a little bit of that, break the arm. Everyone else is going to try dealing with the other guy right now, then. Should work pretty well. You gain some haste from these clashes, thanks to this being the person you declare the duel on, this arm in particular. It is interesting to think about, like, the mechanics of declaring a duel against Abno parts, since the duel stat effect is based on the part itself. So, like, for some reason, Dawn had a duel specifically with one of his arms, but not both of them, or the body, but just specifically one of his arms. Dawn was like, aha, we must duel! And then dueled the arm. Fair enough, I guess. Okay, we can try that. We should do some pretty good damage to this guy. We've got some Pierce attacks coming your way. Some pretty deadly Pierce attacks. Oh, you got a Tails. Unfortunate. More damage for Yisung. Rampage might just kill, though. Yeah, okay, nice. And then acupuncturing you, because this could just straight up stagger. Yes. Nice, good damage. Good damage there. All things considered. And you do have a slash damage up now. A little unfortunate that, you know, your skill 2 is probably, like, it's a slash damage of your skill 2 is Pierce, but that's fine. You only drew skill 1s this turn anyway, so it's not going to make a difference. Hooklu got staggered by the poison. You know, Mind Whip couldn't do anything, but you know, that 13 poison, it could do a lot to him. That's the real scary thing. How did you do that? That caught me totally off guard. I know, it's some pretty cool stuff, right, Yuri? We just, what were we even reacting to? We just killed that guy. Was it for exploiting, it wasn't for exploiting a weakness. Was it just for a delayed for staggering him? Ooh, inflict bleed potency with... This could be really funny. We're going to need to upgrade wound clarity here. But we can do that pretty easily. But we can make it so Mind Whip inflicts, what, 16 bleed? 20 bleed if we uptie it, is it? Is it 5? Is it 6 at max level? Is it 6 at max level? I don't remember. Anyways, well, the main part of the story here is, we're going to make it so Mind Whip inflicts a bunch of bleed simply because that is funny. Doesn't mean, well, you're gonna get some self-bleed sometimes, but depending on how the Mind Whip goes, yes. Is that really funny, though? Yes. And of course, we're gonna reroll till we get Ishmael, hopefully, in the shop here. More Mind Whips. We're kind of not having... We haven't seen that many Mind Whips, I feel like. It's been kind of light. We need a couple more, I think. There's not been enough allies dying. We've got so many tanks in the back lines just ready to, like, commit to the bit in any way they can. But they're just not getting a chance to because, like... You're just not killing our allies nearly fast enough, Ishmael. And yeah, you're attacking the enemy now. You're not supposed to attack the enemy. You're supposed to attack your teammates. God, I'm so hyped for Magic Bullet. I can't wait to be able to kill my teammates even more efficiently. Yeah, Mind Whip is good for killing your teammates, but it's also, like, a little unfortunate because, like, the skill 1, the skill 2, they're just too good at building up charge, and then you get a safe Mind Whip off, and it's just all boring. But with Magic Bullet, you just can get a mass attack that has, like... How many targets does it hit? Is it a 7-target mass attack that hits indiscriminate, assumably? Or is it, like, straight up literally everyone? Who knows? Oh, heal HP when using Wrath skills. Ooh. That could be beneficial for certain reasons. Oh, Headless Portrait, we could fuse the Sinking Gift for the bit. Tempting. Ooh, more crit. We need to sell something. We don't need healing. We don't need mass attack synergy. We don't need ego resources. One more refresh for good luck. Nothing still. Another one for good luck? Another one for good luck? Nada. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. We don't need healing. Well, maybe if we're lucky, we'll get Ishmael in the final shop. Definitely the unfortunate thing with having all 12 sinners at once is the fact that it means that it's kind of hard to get the sinner you specifically want to get the skill change. Although refresh exists now, so it's also kind of easier in some ways. There we go. Yeah, Wrath skills inflict 5 bleed potency and 1 bleed count. So we inflict 20 bleed potency and 4 bleed count effectively with Mind Whip now. If that's not funny, I don't know what is. Oh, we can't afford the Compass to the next level. That's fine. We'll upgrade Green Spirit, because why not? We wouldn't even benefit from Tremor at all. We should have just saved our cost for the next floor shop. Oh well. Defense level down stuff could be good. We do have some Pierce attacks. This is guaranteed to work. Excellent. And the bear. More bleed from, like, single coin stuff. That's potentially beneficial. Not too much, though. And it's Gleppo time. One of the Gleppo's eyes is weak to Wrath, I'm fairly certain. So if we can luckily Mind Whip that, we'd be doing great damage. But that is very luck-based. Yeah, the right eye is weak to Wrath. I almost pressed space, because I was playing Runa last night. I was on the Runa mindset for a second there. Okay, that could definitely clash pretty well. Can this clash? This thing actually clash decently. You're on evasion duty. Lose SP. We kind of don't want you to keep on losing SP at this point, I think. I don't know, though. That would actually be good damage. So the declare duel. Do you want to declare duel the body? Sure, I guess. This looks well enough. The protection on the body, yeah, body doesn't do too much, that's fine. Your evasion isn't going to do much either, that's also fine. We got the Pride Resonance, so we gain a bunch of poise. We also have the Clover now, so on crit we gain even more poise. So we have made a team without a single poise unit. Actually, wait, we do have a single poise unit because Blading showed us. We've made a team without a single good poise unit into a poise team. Who would have thought? So you do resist Gloom, so you know, the sinking isn't doing a lot of damage, I don't think. You do resist Gloom, right? Yeah, I'm sure you do. You're weak to, like, Envy across your body, right? Yeah, Envy across your body. The left eye is weak to Gloom, though, so if we can sinking spam that one... And a little too late for that, I think. You can't do anything this turn. Whoopsies. Touch Stab is actually favored. Fleche is also favored. Probably do it in the body. It's not going to do a lot. Actually, no, it's Gloom. Hit that part. Yeah. Something like this should work fairly well. Cleanse us in this part. Probably stagger the right eye here. Seems good. One of these parts is a lot of bleed, and I didn't actually pay attention to which part. Probably should have, huh? Is the eye we just broke then? I assume... Oh yeah, because that's the one we hit with both the Rampage and with the Wrath skill. And we're hitting it with another Wrath skill from Merso here, so I think that eye is going to get even more bleed. Yeah, 37 bleed, 7 count. Even more there. Now, unfortunately, the right eye is never going to get to attack again this run, or this fight. People are saying run instead of fight, I don't know why. Because when you break the eyes for this guy, they just straight up stop attacking entirely. Fine, I guess we should try bleeding the body a little bit with some more bleedy things. Do not have a lot of bleedy things, unfortunately. We'll tip out his mouth with this so we can get the Pride Resin, so we can gain even more poise on our team. That sort of deal. And next turn we do actually get a Mind Whip. So that'll be good. Going first is like bleed count equal to the speed difference with like a max of like 3, 4, something like that. So a bunch of bleed count on top of the fact it's already a bleed skill, so wound cleared makes it inflict even more bleed. So now the body's gonna start bleeding to death. Convenient for us. Staggered. Excellent. Yeah, we didn't actually kill the right eye, so it's going for the mass attack now. The mass attack that, like, you never see, because, like, who pays attention to the fact that this guy is a mass attack? Not exactly a very commonly discussed topic, I don't think. We'll try that. God. Don't know how I feel about some of these clashings. You can go for a little bit of regret, get the Wrath Resonance going, that'd be funny. You can go for a neutral, I'm fine if you get hit a little bit. And we'll hope that the Mind Whip hits one of the enemies we wanted to hit. If it hits the body, that'd be best case scenario, then the body's gonna get so much more bleed. God. What a strangely raw attack. It's using the same thing. I think the only other attack to have a similar... Oh, there's the body. Yeah, a bunch of bleed for you. Curse of Bleed. I think the only other attack that has like a similar animation to that mass attack there is the Chromer attack. The I Shall Claim Your Life, I think it is. The one that has the fancy animation where it does the enemy's rolls and then your rolls in like a cinematic fashion. Oh boy. I mean, this is basically kind of like when you think about it, I mean, this is basically just basically just an even bigger Mind Whip. You know, it's fitting, it's fitting. Who's clashing you? Right, you are. I guess I'll check the other one, make sure it's not going for anything better. Not really, because it's not clashing. Okay, yeah. We'll roll with this. It's hitting Honglu and Yusong. They're hopefully fine. You got a heads. You're at negative 45 sanity and you got the heads. Honestly, thank you for that. That's very kind of you. Strangely enough. You still got a crit, and this still does stupid amounts of damage and stagger damage. Yisong didn't get staggered somehow. Very funny. And the body should just bleed to death next turn, I believe. Or it bleeds to death this turn. I forgot we still had Otis. Was not expecting Bleeding Otis to do much for us. It's not exactly the kind of ID that does much usually, but that's very nice. Double bleed infliction, inflicting bleed with skills, inflicting more bleed. Like, these only actually matter for Honglu, I think. And I don't want to give them the Clash Fire. Weight up is fine. We're not Mass Attack spamming this run, so I'm fine if they get a little weight up. If they bulk up a little bit, doesn't matter too much to me. Blunt Weak, we'll go for that here. All of our teams looking decent enough. Funny how we're just kind of using base Yisong and he's doing okay-ish. As far as the surviving thing goes. Could lose more sanity for you. Don't mind if I do. We can get more poise on everyone. Don't mind if we do. Crit gaming, after all. Hey, mind up time. Who's it gonna go for? Drum rolls, please. It's actually attacking one of the enemies. Nice. Bunch of tails once again. Mind Whip just physically cannot clash. I think no matter what, it cannot clash if you do not spend the charge. It's only ever a one-sided attack. So, her sanity gain is kind of pitiful for pretty logical reasons. Ooh. You're neutral to slash at least. A little bit fragile next turn. Hopefully you don't get hit here. You definitely could die if we're not careful. Otis got staggered. Oof. You should probably pursue and get a little bit of healing going. We kind of need it. I guess this is only hitting one person, unfortunately. You can potentially dodge these. That's nice. You kind of are going to roll tails, though, so I don't think you're actually going to get to dodge those, so never mind that thing. You literally were one below every single time, Yisong. That was an incredible clash and how, like, unfortunate it was. Only Yisong could manage a clash like that, I think. Nice. Yeah, prayer time, prayer time. Just only hitting this guy, but we get some healing on... What is it? I assume... I mean, we got it on those two, I assume. Okay. What can we do this turn to save our dying allies? You guys are actually going for Merso, so that's actually fine. We get more poise thanks to the Pride Resonance. Dawn is at 42 potency somehow. I actually don't know how. I guess it's because she's a Gloom unit. We've got 3 Gloom people, though. Has it just been consistently choosing Otis to gain the poise from the Pendant of Nostalgia? Has it been consistently choosing Dawn to gain the poise? If so, I mean, fair enough. It shouldn't be prioritizing her, though. She doesn't have any poise on her actual skill set. I think when we do inevitably get up to 5, I think there's a decent chance you're just going to magically become a poise unit. That's what they did for, like, She Heathcliff. He's had no poise whatsoever, and he just magically became a poise unit at Updike 4. Wouldn't be surprised if Sank Dawn gets something similar with Updike 5 when it inevitably comes out. It's a scary idea in general, don't get me wrong. Just the idea that we are, in fact, going to eventually get another Updike level. And it's going to be awful for Threads, I'm sure. But that's a problem for future us. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's something that... I mean, they did some stuff like that with some other... There's not quite to the level of that, but it's like stuff like a lot of the 7 Uptide being a little bit more rupture at Uptide 4. Other stuff like that, I think. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they lean into that heavier in the future. It fits kind of their current balance, like, ideology for Limbus is, yeah, you need a status effect to do anything. Which, suffice to say, is a double-edged sword. You got this. You're at 12 HP, by the way. You should probably get that checked out. Risking counter time. We should use some Healy Egos, I think. Might be good for our health. Like a little bit of this. All we have for Healy Egos? I think so. Even if we did have the gluttony for, like, I guess we kind of need gluttony for soda. Soda is kind of goated. That would have been nice to use, but unfortunately, we cannot. You need to evade here. You desperately need to actually succeed this evasion. We don't have anything to gain sanity either beyond your ego, but you can't ego here for the bit. Okay, we double up on pursuance, though. That's also a good thing to keep in mind. Because of the fact that we have the commemorative coin now, we should use it twice, so we heal Ishmael even more HP. Should heal it. I mean, effectively, you get the 30% twice, so it should be 60% healing for Ishmael. Assuming that she didn't get healed so much that she actually doesn't get 2 heals, though. Which, given the state of the HP of some of our people, that could happen. Oh, you sure did evade. Nice. Yeah, there's the second pursuance, though. Second Mega Angel Punch. For good luck, for good healing, for good health. Oh yeah, you're at 124 HP now. Yeah, you're fine. Up stab hits the weakness, so go for that instead. Who knows, you might actually be able to stagger. Would be funny. And we need to not trigger the Gloom Resonance, because we really want some sanity on Ishmael. After, you know, some careful consideration, I'd really like her to actually be able to dodge. So therefore, we want you to have some sanity. Good job, you've been promoted to slightly saner reindeer. Really a very notable promotion. Many would, you know, die for such a role. Let's get the Pride Resonance again. I just keep on going for it because the poise is funny. I gotta go for the poise. Like, look at how much poise Dawn has. I think it is only giving pendant to her, though. Which is odd. But, like, she's consistently getting so much more poise than either Ishmael or, Yisang is, right? Yeah, like, there's a big discrepancy here. You have got more poise because you actually have some poise gain on yourself, but, like, is Pendant... Let me double-check Pendant real quick. Yeah, 2 Brand has gained 4 poise potency, Predator acts with poise that gain poise, and prioritizes Gloom. I guess it's just kind of, yeah, you're getting a lot of crits with 4-leaf clover, and therefore it's kind of building up. I guess. You're probably losing clashes and not getting attacks in or something. That would also make a lot of sense. Oh well. Well, you're gonna do damage this turn, so we might as well let the Gloom Resonance go. Just an attack power-up, effectively. A good thing you actually hit an enemy then. And you got a kill, nice. That's more sanity too, getting the kill. You're at a nice 13 sanity. And that number will rise. So that's good. That guy is not doing well. I mean, they're mostly not doing well. They've got low HP. They're being dodged by Ishmael. They're being swept by Ishmael. Swallowed by the sea by Ishmael. And no Mind Whips this turn. Yippee. Just make sure not to trigger Ishmael's passive, and we should be good. Kill for done. Yeah, I think Dawn's just getting... I think Dawn's the only person who's consistently building up poise fast enough to get a bunch of benefits from the Clover, which makes it look like she gets an insane benefit above everyone else. I don't think there's anything else to it than that. Well, I have no time. See how this goes. Mind Whip Clash for the bit. Not being able to clash you, that's unfortunate. Maybe we should try mixing things around a little bit. Who are you going for? Yeah. We're just gonna let your attack go through then, I think. It's going for Dawn. Kind of unfortunate. Dawn will get staggered, though. We don't really want that. Okay, if we clash against you, then you are going to try to remove it there, then. Clash against you, then you... Oh, then we can redirect this one. And we can redirect this one. Nice. Of course, you're going to take a one-sided attack here, Ishmael. That's fine, because Mind Whip isn't actually going to go according to plan. Yeah, that still staggers. The crit also helped a little bit. You gained a little bit of sanity from that, not a lot, all things considered. Excellent stuff across the board here. Mind Whip is going for that guy, okay. He resists Wrath, but he is staggered, so he is weak to the blunt. And he dies. Good stuff. You get more sanity from that. You're almost at max sanity now. If we just kind of are smart about you, you should be able to stay max sanity basically the rest of the run. Hey, who are you two going for? And you're both going there. We can redirect one of those, though. Yeah, redirect that. You can flash at Hopeless. It's not really hopeless, but you resist Pride. You'll be fine. We do some damage to those guys. Not a lot, though. That's fine. God, the bleed numbers are very notable on you. That's definitely thanks to Hooklu's power, his prowess. Prowess of a grade... Grade 8, probably? Grade 7, maybe? I don't know, I'd have to check the art book to see what level Pain actually is, because it's definitely in there. I don't know it off the top of my head, though. If we do some of this, looks good, hopefully. Oh yeah, you're almost dead thanks to the bleed. That's nice. You take minor damage from your bleed. You'll take some big damage from your sinking, though. That's good. Going first is also going to be a lot of damage, but this will be a lot of bleed. Yeah, that alone is 20 potency with 5 count. Thanks to the wound cleared. You gotta just do more dodging. We'll clash against you a little bit. You're still a little too alive for my liking. And we'll make sure you die. Yep. Like I said, the other two are staggered, so they should be able to be executed without any hassle. And Salu. Victory. Scarlet Moths. Interesting prospect. Very interesting prospect. We'll take the normal fight. No need to go for another risky encounter, although it's not that big of a difference. So either one makes perfect sense to go for. And it's more ting-ting, guys. Alright. That works. We do get a Mind Whip next turn, potentially multiple depending on how things go. Don't go for Brainwave Focus, get the Pride Resonance, and looks good. Here's resistance from these guys. Our pierce attacks don't do too much. Slash weakness though, so our slash attacks do pretty decently. And blunt neutral, so Mind Whip will do neutral damage when it does get used next turn, assuming it hits an enemy. Very well, we'll just hit our allies though. Not that shocking of a thing. Yeah, only one Mind Whip at least. We get that off, you get some damage, so you gain some strength in your Mind Whip. We'll see who it goes for. Luckily, most of our clashes are going before the Mind Whip goes off to make sure our teammates are... I mean, that's kind of worrying, though. You're probably going to be... No, you're actually hitting an enemy. That's nice. And if that enemy survived, they would have had, like, 50 bleed. But luckily for them, they did not survive. It would have been a pretty painful way to go if they just slowly had to bleed to death. There we go. We don't want to reduce Ishmael's sanity at all, so we'll just have Dawn dodge a little bit, so that she doesn't have to use a Gloom skill there. Excellent stuff. Bunch of staggers. You guys are unstaggered. That will change. Another mind whip's going through. Scary stuff. Scary stuff. But should go well enough, I'd hope. I guess we'll see. Could go anyway, really. No guarantee that it'll be good or bad, or... But the issue is, a lot of the enemies are going to be dead, though, so the chances it goes for an ally are pretty high. Pretty high. Oh yeah, it's going for Dawn. Does Dawn just die here? Yeah. I don't know why I asked that question. Of course she just blows up instantly. Well, Saint Dawn, you did your best. We can, Oh, I know how to change up the team, actually. Yeah. I've got the plan. I've got the plan in motion. Is there just one... These guys died to the... No. Barely alive still. Okay, that's fine. You guys die this turn. Without any doubt. You guys have like 2 HP each. And you've got some bleed too. Yeah, that guy's at 5 HP and he dies to that hit. There we go. On to that's the final fight. So we get our shop and then we get to the boss. Who is the boss, by the way? Pearson Gloom. Okay, it's one of those 3. KQE, Fox, Centipede. One of them. Employee card is charged. We can't let that happen. Blunt power, but that's on kill. Hong Lu skills are not bad, but you know, we kind of have a focus here. Tempting? Nah. We should really just go straight into our plan here. You gotta be kidding me. Really? I'm willing to sell some things for this. Definitely willing to. You're really just not gonna give me Ishmael, still. After everything we've been through. After all that. I'm willing to sell, like, basically everything for the sake of getting this to work. Okay, one last refresh. Really? Really? All that, not a single Ishmael. Okay. Alright then. Well, I guess we're gonna do this then. We only have 5 people. That is intentional this way that we get 2 slots on Ishmael so that we at least have a decent chance of getting some mind whips off. Excellent. That's mind whip time. That's some mind whip territory right there. Love to see it. Okay, Yisong dies immediately. Love to see it. Love to see it. Already got a fair bit of sinking. Also, like, a nice thing to see. We can potentially stack some good blood on you, though. Or bleed. Not blood. Blood is a different thing entirely. Blood is bad, because blood is the Nosferatu status effect that does basically nothing. Okay, you're on dodge duty. You're gonna dodge some of these attacks. You know, it might work. We'll see. Rampage. We probably want to just, like, regret this. Don't think it's worth trying to actually deal with. Could be a little bit of a risky time. And even try dodging that, too. Next turn, you don't get any mind whips. That's unfortunate, but that's fine. Regret will inflict a little bit more bleed, because it's a wrath skill. That's why I went for it in particular, and also its passive is good. Not particularly for, you know, Endcourt Merso. Not exactly one that benefits too much from it. I wasn't paying attention. Is it hitting the same part? I think it is, right? This is also hitting the body? Yeah, neutral to blunt. That's the one we're looking for. That's even more bleed. And Rampage is even more bleed. Like, oh no, you're gonna be attacking. How scary. Oh, you're gonna use 3 coins on Otis. Oh, you're gonna almost kill Otis. You just did so much self-damage to yourself there. It wasn't even, like, that worth it for you to go for these attacks. Yeah, you're bleeding to death. You're a funny little robot, and you're still bleeding to death somehow, against all odds. You dodge the part that we don't want to clash against, and then we clash against the part we do want to clash against, and hopefully inflict more bleed with these by winning these clashes. Nice. We get some more bleed count, thankfully. Oh, and we did stagger the body, I think, so the clashes didn't go through. Or did we just not clash against it? We might have just not clashed against it in the first place. I might have not been paying attention. No, we did clash against it. Okay. That's good. Oh, it's time. Moment of truth, moment of truth. Let's see how this goes. You guys clash to the best of your ability there. You go in first with the body. Pursuant's there for safety. You can die. Statistically speaking, you could die. Oh yeah, you gotta dodge. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Who are you going for? Oh, you're just gonna kill Otis. Fair enough. What is there to say about that, other than, you know, that's valid. That means Pursuance is gonna heal, like, Ishmael, though. That's good. It's also gonna go twice. Because of the funny coin. We didn't sell the coin, I don't think, right? Surely not. Yeah, we didn't. Okay, good. Oh, you did corrode, though. How's it looking, though? I think you only hit the centipede, though? Yeah, okay, that's good. Right there, too. Negative 35 sanity, so you don't die full corrode. That's good. And we get pretty much the max bleed on the body now. Centipede rises if it's a coil up. You would coil up. That's the kind of creature you are, aren't you? You go for the single coins. We go in first this one. Even if we lose the clash, it'll go well. You actually can't clash at all. That's fine, then. Oh, that's Mind Whip. Whoops, I meant to dodge there. That's fine. Is it fine? We might have too much charge now, actually. Heartbroken, excellent. Yeah, because you're still going to bleed yourself to death on this evasion. Yeah, nice. Okay, you're going to be at 10 self-charge, though, so... Or at 20 self-charge, so... Ooh, we actually can't clash against anything beyond you. Okay, Rampage will go well enough, I think. You guys kind of just have to sit around. Very unfortunately. Little bit of an unfortunate fight this is turning out to be. At least we got rid of some self-charge here, and you're gonna get rid of more by your one-side attack, but you're also gonna kill Honglu here, I believe. Yeah. Literally nothing we could do that turn, though. Unselectable, yeah, Mind Whip should be able to deal with this. It did not. So it gains self-charge, and you gain Paralyzed, and you also have gone insane. You're also not clashing against the guy at all, really. A 14 is not a lot. You need to do some dodging, though. This is gonna go twice, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, Paralyze is not going great for us. We've got a bunch of Paralyze still. You don't kill, though, but, issue is, there's still one other guy here. Yeah, Ishmael dies. What a scuffed centipede fight this is turning out to be. Like, we win these, don't get me wrong. Again, as strange as it is, we are still perfectly fine here, because we just do this and win. Believe that? Yeah, okay. Because you lose some self-charge here, and as soon as you approach Merceau the next time, you just blow up. Actually, we corrode Pursuant and use that, don't we? Not that it makes any difference, because it just spends more time. Yeah, this really was a Russian roulette. One of the centipede fights of all time, some may say. Cool, we've done so much damage in this fight that does nothing, especially thanks to the bleed, but yeah, there we go, victory. You did the most, actually, really, huh? I mean, you were doing a lot of damage the entire time. Merceau did a lot, that's a lot thanks to the thing. Ishmael did not do a lot of damage, that's for sure. I also... Yeah, In case you didn't know, teammate damage does not count for damage taken, so it says Ryoshu's only took 25 damage, yet still died this run. That's like the undeniable proof that, you know, the game is a little silly with the damage taken numbers, and it only counts damage taken from enemies. I think it's the same way for, like, corrosion damage, too. Well, Ishmael did take a lot of damage. God. I guess it's because you did a lot of, like, bad evasions. That was how most of the run went for Ishmael. Don't gain the most Starlight, unfortunately, because we didn't have too many ego gifts, but it's still 150. Yeah, nothing to scoff at. 3 more levels. I'm at level 603 now. Yeah, I reached level 600 from my grinding yesterday. Grind never ends. Of course. We love it too much. Oh yeah, let's take a look at the Starlight tree before we do our polls. Yeah, I mean, looking pretty good. This entire section is done. So I think my next thing is, my next step is working on up here. Yeah, max speed +1. Let's grab that right now, given how we just had some speed troubles. And then, so, this is what I'm saving for last. It makes it so it's cheaper to enhance certain EO gifts. That's good, but it's not as beneficial as some of the other things. Making it cheaper to cost things is pretty nice. It kind of adds up more, I feel like, especially Mirrored Under 3 Hard, in which you buy, like, everything you can get, basically. Or I guess in Mirrored Under 3 Normal grinding, that's more so the thing. Some damage dealing stuff over here, some damage reduction stuff over here. That's nice. I might go for that. I might just prioritize over here, though, as strange as that might be. I don't know, I think this could be beneficial. And then this, of course, we save Perseverance for last, because that'll be something else. That's still, like, what? Like, this is 400 times... I mean, 400 times 15 plus whatever it is for this one. There's still a lot of grinding to be done. But I'm over quite a bit of it. That's nice. But anyways, gamble time, gamble time. Okay, I guess I should mention this here, but I will be streaming the Walpurgis Night event as soon as it releases on Wednesday, so, you know, feel free to join in for that. We'll see how my luck goes. Ooh, 2-star. Reverse Banner Gregor. Sure thing, more Greg shards. Why not? Actually, was kind of hoping I'd get some of those at some point. Because I think I'm at, like, yeah, okay. There we go. What a random way to end off this video, but it's something I was thinking about doing. And now it's 15 Spark Discharge. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I think... Russian Roulette, our luck with the rerolls was so insanely bad. We didn't get Ishmael a single time. Don't know how I managed that, but, you know, I'm kind of in awe. But anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!